Welcome to the Human Design Rave Festival 2025.
Here we are in the Human Design Rave Festival 2025, and we're hosting our beloved teachers in our cozy space with Veronica. And today we have Yogeshwar from India, the only analyst that is there in India. And we just had such a lovely talk, very, very exciting. And so, Yogeshwar, can you please introduce yourself also and share what is your vision for this festival, which is very much aligned with your general vision with your work with human design system and other things that you are practicing. So please.
I think you have already introduced me, and that introduction is sufficient. My name is Yogeshwar, and I am into human design. That's all. As far as the work that I'm doing, my vision for this festival is the experience of being in the form. Any space, any activity, anything in my life that helps me to bring myself at the place of joy, at the place of my inner stillness, is what I would be drawn towards. With this festival, the efforts, first thing, the efforts, the thought behind it, the energy behind it, and then the harmony of the experiences of all the experts, everybody contributes on this platform, online or in person, creates that opportunity for all of us. It is not only restricted to the participants. Rather, I would say the person who is sharing his or her own gifts in the form of verbal lectures or maybe experiments gets more and more refined. If I am able to bring back my experience of honoring my design, even if it is a small experience, that this happened and my inner authority kicked in and I did that and I experienced that. When I share that, I am once again reigniting the fire within me. And in our tradition, we believe that the only job a fire can have is to transform anything and everything that we offer. We don't put things into fire. We believe that we offer. The journey of deconditioning is the journey of offering. Letting my mind go away from trying to run the show and grounding myself in my being. I may not be clear about my being yet. I might not be. But then my life will slowly tell me, teach me that, see, today I did this and I am not tired. I am feeling happy. I am joyful. There is no resistance. The things are actually moving effortlessly. That's the proof of life. As they say, the proof of concept. This is the proof of life. This festival opens the door for the participants to check for themselves that here you could see the proof of life. Whatever that is, for you, for me, doesn't matter. And this in itself, according to my vision, is the rebellious step which is required for today's humanity. We cannot allow just to flow with whatever nonsense and whatever circus is going on, because only dead bodies flows in the river. The one who is alive, he will go against the current. This courage to go against it, being rebellious with respect to living my truth, irrespective of whatever is around me. This festival actually creates the opportunity for everybody to be rebellious. So that's my thought, and that's my vision behind this festival. Be rebellious. We need that.
Wow. So what's kind of your rebellious that you are bringing to the festival?
My rebellion would be, if we are human, if we consider ourselves as human being in this form principle, this beautiful vehicle, shall we allow the vehicle to drive itself? And to do that, how about understanding what it means to be and what it means to be in a rhythm, to which we call it as the rhythms of being. If me being in my rhythm, human design says that I'm going to contribute correct conditioning into the Maya. Instead of cribbing about the not self conditioning, how about we find harmony and share that harmony? Not with my thoughts, by the way. My thoughts can be pure. My mind can fool me being a very spiritual person, but that is all rubbish. If my being is in a correct frequency with my breathing, I don't have to worry about anything else. So that's what that kind of rebellion. We are breathing doesn't mean we know how to breathe, but if we understand our being, and if we recalibrate our breathing with our being, the rhythm of this planet can actually be transformed, can actually be different. So with my sacral, with my conviction, that's my rebellion.
Yeah, you kind of leave us in like, whew. I can feel also Veronica, and I'm sure those are watching, it's like really you transmit the taste, the smell, yeah, and the rhythm itself of that, because what you're transmitting comes through your daily practice. And I know you also come from the family where everybody is practicing daily, so you are it. And actually, I want to ask how you can allow people who come from such different backgrounds, such different countries, traditions, or absence of tradition to enter this space.
Fortunately, the way the life works has nothing to do with tradition. So one should not limit himself or herself that no, this is not part of my tradition, or I have absolutely no knowledge about this. It is good that you don't have a knowledge, because then now you don't have a baggage. We don't need traditions to live. Tradition is just a method. It was just a tool that was designed to maintain harmony. But these days, look around us. The harmony is kind of a fantasy these days. People dream of harmony. In my opinion, harmony is not something which we can dream of. Harmony is something that we can only live. And the only proof of life, even in medical science, irrespective of tradition or no tradition, is they check your breathing. Is he alive? So anybody who is alive is correct for rhythm of beings.
Yeah, so basically through the breathing and directing the attention to the breath and manipulating it through the exercises that you are going to guide.
Supporting the breathing with the exercises. No need to manipulate even that.
Well, I mean manipulation in a very pure way.
No, I understood that.
Don't be afraid of that
No,
word.
no,
Yeah, it's not in a
we need
negative
to,
way.
we are going to use the technique
Mm-hmm.
just as a medium that if I want to come there, I am going to use some form of transport to reach there. I may use any kind of transport available to me. So breath work, there are different wonderful techniques that are available. There are wonderful people who are doing that. We are going to use few of them just to see which one resonates with the participant, which kind of technique their inner authority is more comfortable, their form is more comfortable with, and then taking it ahead from there. It's more of like triggering, that there are 4 or 5 triggers, you play with them and then honor your inner authority. So the focus is more on honoring your inner authority rather than the number of techniques that are available. Because most of the techniques that are available traditionally are from the 7-centeredness of life. They had their value. Today we can use them to understand that, see, this was how it worked, but you honor your inner authority and see how your body resonates with any of this. Take it, play with it, and allow the flow of your own breathing take charge, so that you can ground yourself more and more in your inner authority, irrespective of only in the knowledge that I know 10 different techniques of breathing, this, that. It doesn't matter how many techniques you or me know. So that's
yeah, we're super excited to be part of your experiment this time, because we split the festival in an online part, and then we have later in September the live event. So now we're going to be really able, all of us, to focus during the online. So we're going to be really experimenting together with you. And I cannot help but dream that you actually come sometimes to our festival live and perform these experiments that you shared with us, that you're performing in India, because those sound really amazing, guys.
Yes.
But you know what? If we have a saying, if Muhammad doesn't come to the mountain, mountain comes to Muhammad.
Yep.
And you told us about a future project that might be happening in India. And maybe mountain comes to Muhammad.
Maybe.
Okay, so Veronica, you want to say a final word? How you always do it so well.
Really? Okay. Well, Yogeshwar, we are privileged and honored to have you again during this festival, and we really cannot wait to see what and to feel and experience and experiment together with you. And I'm sure that all those watching us right now have the same feeling. So guys, don't miss it.
Yay, and see you very, very soon in the end of January 2025. We meet again. Ciao, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys.
Bye-bye.
Human Design Rave Festival 2025. Get your ticket now.